course, you know it's all about the Sherry S Chit Chat Radio Show coming to you live from the studios here at JAIRiE Studios in Queens, New York. And I told you that today we'll be talking to an artist by the name of Sparky Melody. Some people call him the Duke Sparky Melody, but we'll be talking to Sparky Melody in a minute, all right?
When I'm faced by fools, you defend me. When they break me down, you rebuild me. Yeah, without frustration or hesitation, you smile and say, you got me. You've got me. 'Cause I'm a man that can admit when I'm wrong. Not too proud, too bold, or too strong. Yeah, take my hand.
All right, you got me, says Sparky Melody. Sparky, are you there? Good morning, or what time is it there in UK?
Okay, good afternoon.
Oh,
The
good
time over here
afternoon.
is 20 to 4.
20 to 4.
Indeed. Yeah.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to the JAIRE radio studios here in Queens, New York. We're happy to have
Thank you very much.
Want to say much love to everyone in the UK. Much love to everyone on Instagram, everyone on Facebook Live. Also, much love to everyone on Mixcloud, everyone on the various platforms listening to us right now. Much love to you, Christine Rendell. Much love as well to everybody who is supporting this artist. So you want to say hi to everybody listening to you right now?
Yeah, just big up the international scene. Big up to Christine Randall. Big up to Sue, who works at Lucky 13 Records, my PA, my daughter Chantel, all the artists. We will get through some names as we go along. But good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. It's a full joy.
It is a full joy, and it's a full joy for me as well to have you here. And our goal today is to make sure that people who are not as familiar with you know a bit more. So we have enough chatting to do today because, you know, it says it's Chit Chat Radio show, so lots of chatting today because we want them to get to know who you are. We want them to get to know the artist, Sparky Melody. So first of all, Sparky, I want to start at the very beginning, all right? I want to start at what's the story behind the stage name Sparky Melody?
Okay, so my name came way back in the early 90s where I was rehearsing with a few guys, Junior Scorpion, Junior Dan, another gentleman called Leslie, who was Sleepy Ranks. We put a small consortium together. They were DJs. They came off a sound system called Starlight Express. That was out of Southall. Good sound system, loads of dub plates, and also my DJ now, Little Minty, was a part of that. And we were rehearsing one day at my place and putting songs together. And at the time, I'm playing the keyboards. I'm just a keyboard player. And we had another keyboard player there as well. So we were putting the rhythms together because we was more focused on Junior Scorpion, Junior Dan to put them out as artists. And one time we were working on a song and we was looking for a singer, and I started singing, and they all turned around and was stunned. And they looked at me and said, "What?" They say, "You know how to spark up a rhythm." And then from there, they said, that's what we're gonna call him. That's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Sparky Melody. So that name came from me playing the keyboard and sparking up a rhythm for me to be called Sparky, to spark up the rhythm and also having melody within my system.
Ah, here you. So people, there you have it from the artist himself. His name is Sparky Melody. But I also saw the Duke Sparky Melody. What about the Duke?
So the Duke has come over the last 2 years. That was bestowed upon me because of the legacy within music and the foundation that I come from. My father was in a band called the Sus Band.
No, we're gonna get to Sus.
Yeah. So as I said, okay, so that's where it comes from. Being a Duke of the music, so it got bestowed upon me to continue the works that has come before me.
Okay,
So
okay.
it was a case of the title will speak for itself, and to look after the music as a guardian within the music, not to clown out the music and deliver good music with inspiration and feeling.
Right, right,
And that was
right.
the whole point of having the title. So there's
Ah.
many dukes, as you know, within the industry that have come before, Duke Reed and so on and so forth. So to have the title, it comes with great responsibility. So that's my aim, to carry the
Ah.
title with my responsibility.
I hear you. And for people who are just listening us, everyone who's joining us on the world map right now, wherever in the world you are right now, we're speaking to an artist by the name of Sparky Melody. Growing up in West London, because you grew up in West London, right? I want to find out
Yes.
how did the local music scene influence your musical journey?
The music scene out of West London was absolutely huge, and being surrounded in it, it was, you had Smiley Culture used to pass through, Aswad, which you know
Ah,
of.
yes.
They were a local band. My dad's band, the Sus Band, they were another local band. There was so many artists. Omar was from that era as well. You got Michelle Gale, Sweetie JAIRiE was another one.
Yeah.
So there's so many. General Levy from that vicinity as well. There's so many. Gappy Ranks is from the same area.
Ah, Gap
Redman
Ranks.
UK.
Nice, nice.
So many of us from that melting pot of NW10, West London. There's so many. So we've been brought up within the music. The Notting Hill Carnival was also in the heart of where we grew up as well. So every year we had that treat where that was on our doorstep.
Ah.
So we were surrounded by music, bands, local shows within Meanwhile Gardens, Roundwood Park. We had them all within walking distance. And around those times when you're like in 10, 11, so on and so forth, growing up, we were free to walk the streets in a way that we had the responsibility to know that you could go out and come back without any harm and so on and
Yes.
so forth. So we
Right.
could explore, and then walking around, seeing artists even on the corners, singing and doing. We had all of that, so it was a joy, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a happy time. And people want to remind you
gosh, yeah.
that if you can call and speak to Sparky Melody, the phone number is 718-785-5760. 718-785-5760. Once again, 718-785-5760 is the number to call in the studio if you'd like to say hello to our artist, Sparky Melody. So, Sparky, I'm going to jump right into, because the music actually found you instead of you finding music. So, your father, Derwent was his name, right?
Yes, Durham.
All right, so he was a bass guitarist, right, with the Sus band. So
Yes, yeah.
he played the bass, right?
He initially started off playing the lead guitar and then moved on to the bass guitar. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Ah, so how did his involvement in music shape your career?
It was huge because with my father, I always used to want to go to rehearsal with him. They used to rehearse very locally within West London on the Fernhead Road. And every Thursday, it was a Thursday night, they used to rehearse. And around that time, I was very small. There would have been 4 or 5 coming upwards. And every week when he used to go down into a room to get his bass guitar out just before he left, I used to sit by the stairs. And I used to say, can I come with you? Can I come with you? And because he's so young, it's not every week you could go. And there's some weeks where I'd cry because he wouldn't let me go. And there's some weeks where he'd say, get your coat. And that was a joyous feeling where he would say, get your coat. And he'd put my coat on for me and then pick me up with his bass guitar, put it in the car, and we used to drive to rehearsal. So he used to put me in the chair and then listen to them. At that time, they were a 10-piece band. And just the sound that they used to make was phenomenal.
Wow.
And just my feet wouldn't even touch the ground when they used to sit me on the sofa.
Wow.
So I can even remember back as far as when the band, there was a gentleman in there called Graham Hawke. And Graham Hawke was a keyboard player. And he was in the Mohawks. And he's got a massive career. If you have a look at Graham Hawke and have a look at his career on Google as well, he was part of that band. And he was a keyboard player. And he was a big inspiration to me because the sound that he used to make on that keyboard, hence I went on to playing the keyboard. It was awesome, outstanding. So he's one of the ones why I wanted to do music, but just my dad's band, the Sus Band, on a whole, was a big inspiration to me because the sound was phenomenal, you know?
All right, so I'm going to play you something from the Sus Band, and this is called S.O.S. But the name of the name of the band itself was SUS, right?
Yes, that was a mouthful and a tongue tie because we used to hear them on the radio. Sometimes we say, "This is the SUS band with the song called SOS." So it's the Sus band.
so I don't want to get them confused. So the song is called Sus, and it's by the Sus band. All right, listen, people.
Right.
Since you've been gone, the sun don't shine for me no more. Ever since you went away, the moon don't light up the skies no more. Now it's raining in my heart, and only you can make it stop. You've been gone so long, out of my life, I can't carry on without your child. If you don't come back to end this stress, I'll be sending out an SOS. Patience to the test. I want to lose all the skies. Please come back to meet my head and really put my mind to rest. You've been gone so long, out of my life. I can't carry on without your child if you don't come back.
And so, people, there you have it. That's the SUS band, Sus band, and the song is Sus. And we're talking to the son of one of the founding members, right?
Correct.
All right. His name is Sparky Melody. All right. So I'm not sure what's going on with my Facebook feed because I'm not seeing who is on right now. But we'll still have the video, the recording for you to share with everybody. And I'm hoping that I tagged you in it, so I'm hopeful that you can see it as well. All right. And once again, we're going to back up to your early days, Sparky. At 12. You played the keyboards in a band called Caress. What was that experience? Yeah, right. What was that experience like for you at such a young age? You didn't know I had that, right?
No. Caress was a two-part band. There was a show on the UK television called Blue Peter.
Called what?
And we entered it was called Blue Peter.
Oh.
And it was a children's program on the BBC.
Yeah.
In the UK. And we entered, it was Search the Band competition, that's what it was called. So we formed a band, me and a gentleman called Mark, and he was a singer. Once again, I was the keyboard player, and we used to play, make up songs. We entered the competition, and we didn't get a call to go to it, but we continued it for a while, and just to make that sound, that initial sound of putting the keyboard together, having the drum machine together, was the early initial stages of how I embarked out on the music. So just to make a sound, it was never comparable to what my father's band was doing or anything on the radio. It was something that were your first try, and you had a love for it, and you could get a sound, and we could record it and listen back. And that was the good thing, is that you could hear yourself back in it, very much in its infancy. So it was very interesting.
Okay. So that kind of helped to define you as an artist as well.
Indeed, because it's the initial steps that you need to take to say, okay, this is something, this is interesting, we can make a sound. But at that point, when you're that, I didn't really have that desire to go into music or do anything with music. It was just something as a hobby.
Yeah.
More concentrating on playing football. But you know that's just something there. So you had a calling from early. Whether you choose to answer the calling or continue with what you're doing is what happened to me, is that I continued on other things. And later on in life, I had to come back to what my true passion would be, which would be music.
And that's why I was saying to you that music didn't choose, you didn't choose music. Music chose you.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Yes, most definitely.
Absolutely. So I'm just, I'm going through, once again, people, we're talking to Sparky Melody. He's an artist out of the UK, hailing from West London, and we're happy to have him here with us on the JAIRiE radio station. And it's all about the Sherry S Chit Chat radio show. All right, your collaboration. I'm going to talk about your collaboration with Junior Scorpion. How did that come about, leading to the release of the Plenty More Fish in the Sea in 1991?
Wow. You really do. I watch your program and I want to congratulate you on the work that you're doing. You really do your research.
Yes, man, I do.
Oh, you do. Very much so.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that came when I was working with Little Minty, Junior Scorpion, Junior Dan, Sleepy Ranks, the consortium that we put together. That led to us making a record. And it was a case of, we put it together, and when they said, you can spark up a tune, and I said, okay, like, do it. You must sing it. You sing it. We don't want no other singer. You sing it. And I thought, okay. And then we went to the studio. Also on that song, there's a gentleman called Trevor Hartley. I'm sure you heard of Trevor Hartley. Yes. He's done many songs out there. Big artist. Fabulous voice. Trevor's one of our stars, big stars. And Trevor is helping me on the actual vocal arrangement as well as doing the backing vocals on that song. For my first project, being who I am, or the artist that I am and who I'm connected to, it's like I could pick up a phone. It was a friend of mine who's my mentor, Patrick Reed, who was in that scene, and said, like, I can get Trevor Hartley to come down and give you a hand. And I'm thinking, whoa, you should have seen the guys' faces when Trevor turned up to the studio.
Oh,
because Trevor's a star compared to what we're doing.
Yeah.
And when he came in, he said, whoa, you really know these people, And I said, well, you see there.
Big things, you make them feel important at that point, eh?
Yeah, exactly. And that's from an early age, because you want to do these things by yourself. So I didn't really want to call upon the sus band to help us out at that stage. But we ran into some difficulty where we really couldn't get the sound that we wanted. Yeah. So I first recorded that in Hertfordshire. So that's when Trevor done all their bits and whatnot. And then we had to move it to the big studio with Lyndell Lewis, who's a big producer.
Yeah,
and
right.
that's where he fixed it up to get it done so we could get it out on plastic. So...
All right, so
big inspiration.
I want you to take a listen to that. I want you to take a listen to what was the result of that collaboration right there. It's called Plenty More Fish in the Sea. Before I even play that song, what's the meaning behind that? Is that where did the guy write that song from? What place?
Okay, so that's from early sort of teenage years, from going out, asking a female to go out with you, and if it doesn't work and it breaks, I would tell her, there's plenty more where you come from.
Right. So
that's like, so there's plenty more fish in the sea.
Plenty more fish in the sea.
Yeah, we got the hook. So all of the teenagers out there, when you get heartbreak, not to worry, because there'll be plenty more fish in the sea.
And I want to take a moment right now to shout out, since you're in the UK, I want to shout out the people who are watching us on the world map from the UK. I want to say much love to Germany. We get quite a bit of support from everyone in Germany, United States, much love. Much love to everyone in Africa, South Africa, Ghana. Good afternoon or good morning, wherever you're at. And I want to say much love to everyone in Jamaica, West Indies. We are talking to an artist by the name of Sparky Melody. All right, get used to his name if you're not familiar. His name is Sparky Melody. The song I'm going to play right now is called Plenty More Fish in the Sea. I'm sure that many of us can testify, right?
Indeed.
When no one said them can't be a man go love, I want you to step out of that and let the man make him go out. All the man them broke up. Anytime the spark in the scarf can come back. Come back.
If you can't handle my love, leave it alone.
Leave it alone, young girl.
If you can't handle my love, leave it alone. Because I want no girl for me down.
No girl.
Because I want no girl.
Plenty more fish in the sea, young girl. Plenty more fish that kill her and get mommy there. Plenty more fish in the sea, baby. Plenty more fish that kill her and get mommy like Julian, Tracy and Paul.
called Plenty More Fish in the Sea. And that one to kind of speak true to himself. I want to take a moment to say much love to Christine Rendell and say thank you as well, Christine Rendell, for allowing us to have this interview today. Thanks for working behind the scenes to make sure that this thing happened. We are truly grateful to you, grateful to everyone who supports us on Facebook Live, supports this artist right here, Sparky Melody. Great to have you, Sparky.
Thank you.
So, Sparky, is there anyone on your team that you want to shout out? I know there could be quite a few, but is there anyone you want to give a special shout out to, especially in regards to your album Tapestry?
Yeah, where it comes down to, I want to big up D Vass, who's one of the producers on the album, who worked tirelessly on there. I want to big up Sue, who's my PA, that looks after the administration to do Lucky 13s and all the distribution. Big up the community, who's fabulous, is my tour DJ, who looks after me very well, very professional. And big up all the radio DJs within the UK and worldwide that are supporting the Duke Sparky Melody at the moment. We have a phenomenal run, and long may it continue, and it should just get bigger and larger, you know?
All right, that's what
We're
I'm
doing
talking
good
about.
things at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to say big up to as well King Malak here. I want to say much love to all the artists who support. I love to see when the artists support other artists. That is a big thing. You know that, Sparky?
Well, this is what I love. I mean, what you mentioned King Malakia there.
Yeah.
Lava Man is another one. Volcano Lava Man. You got Richie Faith. You got Steve Tullock. You've got the captain. I call him the captain. Skip, which is Chucky Banton.
Yes.
There's a movement that's happening outside of the elite, the ones that already made it,
yes,
and the ones that are coming up. And most of our artists, we've been doing it for a very long time. But if you see strength in numbers, and that's what we've got as a nice consortium at the moment. This is why you're seeing the movement of artists supporting each other. So once you get on this boat, get on this ship, you need to be clean-hearted, and this is what we've got. So you can see the progression and the push that we got.
Absolutely.
If you check it, most of the radio station that we're seeing on the internet at the moment is the guys that I've just mentioned, the front runners on this. And to put us all together and this push that we're getting and the wave that we're getting, we're all doing it together. So you've got Singing JAIRiE amongst that. Papa Bito's another one that's got a push amongst those names. So some big names. You got Adio Smith as well. He's another one that's up and coming, doing some great things in there as well. So there's a lot of artists pushing.
And the thing I like about these artists that I see, even the ones with Heather Berger, Natalie Sky Voice Music, Christine Rendell, all of these music that you guys have, it's just that you guys making such great music. You're putting on some really original and some classics. And so when I hear some of these songs, I say they deserve to be played. I'm going to tell you one thing. I got an inbox after I played your songs. I think it was last week. Someone inboxed me and said, I love these people that you're playing. He said, probably you should put them all in one playlist and just play them. And I said, it's so funny you say that. I say, these are artists that's out there doing all this good music, but you're not hearing them as you should. So our goal right now is to make sure we keep on playing good music so you can hear them. I want to say much love to everyone on Instagram. All right. So we are going to play a song. First of all, before I play this song, when I get through to you, can you discuss for me? Can you discuss for me the significance of the 2014 single and its impact on your career?
Yeah, right. So the 2014 single that we brought out was like a relaunch of Sparky Melody itself, because I was very much comfortable in a band, not as a front man, but more to the point that I was in with people. So anytime we were touring or doing shows, I had people with me, like a security blanket, so to speak.
Yeah.
But what happens is that over a period of time, people move on to do different things. And if you still got that yearning for music, you have to go it alone. So it was a case of this is where I turned to Linda Lewis now and said, okay, I've got this song, which is a Patsy Cline cover, 1962, I think it is. And Patsy Cline is one of my favorite vocalists.
Right.
The music, the feeling, the spirit. And it was a case of wanting to do a song and join up with Redman UK to do this combination. So it's a cover. and we delivered it really well. And on the backing vocals of this song here, where I turned to Sus, this is Hopeton McLean and Junior Bailey, who were the two lead singers of the Sus band that came in to do the harmonies. So you can imagine me going to the studio, speaking to Linda Lewis and say, can we get Junior and Hopi to do it? So I said, of course, let me make the call. And he called him and I said, of course, anything that you want, Sparky Melody at the time, anything you want, we will be there 100%. So getting to the studio and seeing those two gentlemen there, you know when your heart just fills, because you watched them as a child. Yeah. And to know that they're going to sing on something good. So I'll have that forever.
Oh my goodness. So I can just imagine the stomach turning and everything, or, the nervousness.
Oh, well, I put my demo down, and it's funny because Linda Lewis is a really hard taskmaster, and you need to be on point with what you're doing with your vocal training, your breathing and everything. So once I laid the guide down, he said to me when I was leaving the studio, he said, you're going to have to come back here and do this again, And I said, what do you mean? He said, once them two get on it, Junior and Hopi, you will see exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, so.
And when they came in and laid down their vocals, I think I left the studio by the door. And when I got by the door, I turned around and looked at Linda, and he was looking at me, and I could read it in his. He didn't have to say nothing. All he said is "told you so."
Right.
So it was back in the next week, and to go back there and lay down my vocal again to give you what you've got today on plastic.
It's so funny as I'm speaking to you, your voice your speaking voice kind of remind me of Crazy Richie from a Freak Sound station. Crazy Richie is also British, so it's the same kind of feel. Yeah. All right.
The passion.
Yeah. All right, so it's called When I Get Through With You, and you're saying that on this one you had two of the greats doing the melody.
Yes, and then I've also got Redman UK, another artist. Fabulous DJ.
All right. So Sparky Melody's name is?
You think you love a true Sparky Melody, but when I get through with you, you won't even look at him. I'm gonna be so good to you. I'm gonna love you my whole life through. Pretty soon you'll feel the same. You won't even know his name. I can give you kisses that he can be. I'll treat you so nice and sweet. When I get through with you, you love me true love too. When I get through with you, you love me true. I'm gonna treat you so sweet and kind. I'm gonna drive him right out of your mind. And you won't even know if you need. Walk right past him on the street because I want you. I need you so. Oh, that man will have to go. When I get through with you, you love me true love too. When I get through with you, you love me true.
Girl, you have the keys to my heart. I tell you from the start, me not go leave you lonely even when me travel far. Me buy you pretty roses and chillin' at the park. 5-star hotel, champagne and caviar. Girl, you don't need to worry, girl, me not hurt you. Me tell you how much time, girl, I love you. We do the things that real lovers do. Baby, girl, my love so true.
Isn't this so beautiful? I love this.
You think you love it true, but when I get through with you, you won't even look at him again. I'm gonna be so good to you. I'm gonna love you my whole life through. Pretty soon you'll feel the same. You won't even know his name. I give you kisses that he
is so beautiful. Very, 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 very nice. Really like that one, Randy Sparky's. Beautiful. And everything, like,
Thank
really,
you.
it really came together nicely. And I remember I was asking you, the DJ you had on it, you know, I thought that he was the singing Bunty. But it's a
Yeah, Bunty.
Yeah, right? What's his name again?
Yeah, Redman UK. He's a
Redman
fabulous
UK.
DJ.
Yes, man, I like
Yeah, big him
him.
up still.
Big up yourself,
He's
Redman UK.
awesome.
Pardon?
Yeah, he's a close friend with Gappy Ranks. They move very closely together.
So probably,
And it was a case, yeah.
so probably can line up an interview for me with Gappy too.
Yeah, all of those guys, they're in there, they're doing their music and things like that. Those guys are very, very talented, like an outstanding talent. And to be able to call upon them, and Redman's a true gentleman, for him to say, yes, Duke, no problem, we'll do the song with you.
Yeah.
And that, it was a joy. It was an absolute joy. And I got Lascelles James, who's also another phenomenal saxophonist working on that with me. So it's a gift. And I think through my father being who he is, and it's a case of when I ask for things, it kind of happens. That's why you mustn't take this for granted, you know. Because most places I go is that because I resemble my father, they will ask me, how's your father? And I'm looking at them thinking like, how do you know? And they can see it.
Yeah, the resemblance.
And these are big people. Yeah, they can see it within the music business. It happens all the time.
So
my father comes before me.
So we have to shout out your dad and your dad. What's his name again? Mr.
Derwent Beth.
Oh, Dermot. Okay, yeah, Derwent. You have to shout out Mr. Derwent and say thanks for the work you put in to get your son to where he's at right now. You know, so he's doing some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. So I'm gonna back up now to your trip to Jamaica in 2019, and so I want to find out, you know, how did your trip to Jamaica in 2019 influence your music, particularly your collaboration with Raleigh at Move Up Records?
Oh.
I do my homework,
That's
I tell
incredible.
you. When I'm doing an interview, I do my homework.
That's incredible. See, right, okay. So 2019, we knew that we were going to like move to Lucky 13 Records and start the project in pushing the album, to start pushing the Duke Sparky Melody into the direction to make up for lost time, to get me to where I needed to be within the music. Sometimes my calling was my 9 to 5, which is still very much my calling as a solutions architect. We build big retail systems and project manage those out. So that's what I love. I've been doing that from a small age. So when it comes down to the credit card authorization back to enterprise systems, we could build those things from scratch.
Very good.
And so that was my love. Well, it still very much is, because I'm very passionate about it.
Yes.
And it was a case, we went to Jamaica in 2019. I went to spend time with my mum and dad who were out there that travel back and forth. So we reside out of Clarendon. So we're up in the Mount Erie side. So we went over there, and I was there, and I said, look, I'm here. And my mum said, and my mum has always been a champion of me with my music. Remember when I said that sometimes when my dad used to go to rehearsal, and I said, can I come with you? And then sometimes say no. You can hear my mum from the kitchen or upstairs saying, look, Dee, take him with you. And then it was the case, so my dad's all right, come on. So it was my mum that was always a champion, likewise my father, to push me to do my music. So when I was in Jamaica, my mum said, look, don't just come and sit down here. It's a case of you want to do some music, like, let's see if we can get you some producers and some studio down here.
So your mother is also the driving force behind the music.
Oh, yeah, very much so. My mum's very passionate when it comes to her children. There's 5 of us, and it's a case of if we want something, then it's father always puts things down so you can do it. Like, we never want it for anything, love nor anything. Yeah. And it was my mother that would always be the driving force. My dad quietly would boost you in that and make sure you're okay, like a security blanket. If you fall, he'll be there to pick you up and then be able to replace that for you. No problem. But the drive, go and do that, go and try this, go and do that, is very much like I'm part of my mum as well. And I love her dearly. And it's a case of where it's the thing where we was in Jamaica. She said, don't come sit down here and waste your time. go and find a studio and go and do some work. So it was my mum that asked the taxi driver, do you know of a studio? And he said, yes, mummy, of course we know of a studio. And he took me down to Raleigh down in Maypen.
Ah, to Raleigh.
And when I was inside there, oh my word, that was when it just clicked.
Wow.
The sound, what we were looking for. Because I said I could have used my dad's band sound, but I wanted to create something for myself.
Yeah.
So once I got there with Raleigh, and I love Raleigh dearly, it was a case of the lights just came on. The lights just came on.
Yeah,
just being in Maypen.
And over there, also with the Raleigh, it was when you went to we said you were going over to a new label.
Yeah, so that's Lucky 13 Records. So we knew that when we came back here, we were going to work with Lucky 13 Records, get that up and running, brand it, and push it out that way. So you've got a home base. So the Lucky 13 Records is my father's original label. So the Sus Band's original label that they used to put all their works out on. So we got the label, the stamps, everything else. So we set that back up, and then we pushed out the Duke Sparky Melody back on Lucky 13 Records. So when it comes down to the branding and everything else, we've got all of that, which was since 1981 when they first formed it. And so we've got logos and everything. So when it comes down to merchandise and business moving forward, we have the thing on lock, you know.
Wow. And don't forget, people, you can call us at 718-785-5760, 718-785-5760 if you'd like to speak to Sparky Melody. Also want to say much love to you, Mr. Hopton Williams Sr. over there in Hamilton, Canada. Hopton is such a supporter, right? Hopton Williams is one of those supporters.
Big up, Sir Hopi.
Big up, Sir Hopi. Also, Natalie Sky Voice wants to say much love to everyone joining us right now. All right, so I'm gonna back up to. I'm still in 2019 in Jamaica. So I want you to describe your experience now performing Rampwood live in Clarendon.
Right, so that's the thing. When I landed down in Jamaica and I went up the hills in Clarendon, it's when we were moving around inside there, my father was introducing me as, this is the one that done Rampwood. And I said, I am. And you can hear him singing the song. One of my cousins said, you think I do? You? And he was doing the words and everything, and I'm just stunned. He said, yes, he can do, because Rampwood was big up there. Because when you're from that era, they know you do music, they embrace you. Once I go back there now, the biggest stage show you'll ever see when we go back to Clarendon.
I tell you, I hear that people, we're talking to Sparky Melody. And so Sparky, all right, so I'm listening to what you're telling me. I'm just trying to follow what you're saying. So you were going on to Lucky 13 Record. So what does this, I know this partnership means a lot to you. Because now you're able to do your own thing, right?
Yes.
Because now you could showcase who you are as an artist.
Correct.
All right,
and it was a case of, as I said, when we went to see Raleigh, we got the sound. We built Cold Concrete Jungle, and I think we built You Got Me. We put the drums on it. And then even there was another guy called Favorites who writes songs for Sanchez, and he came down to see me.
Wow.
So we were making some waves inside there. The sound, you had people coming in there listening to see what we were doing. So we were making progress. I will never, ever forget that experience. From when we came out of the studio working with Raleigh, we had something, and I said, let's put on a quick show. So we'd done a show up there in Clarendon, and the people, boy, and the atmosphere, because my grandparents and things are buried there and whatnot, and I could feel it. That stage show there where you feel the energy when you touch that stage. I could have seen Kumbaya and they would have cheered for me.
And you know one thing about Jamaica, if Jamaicans love you as an artist, they love you. Because if they don't love you, they'll boo you too. So if you were getting this kind of energy from them, that alone make you feel good.
I'm telling you, when I go back there, it's different level. You know that there's so many artists from Cockatoo and those guys come from that era. And so you have to represent. Once I go back home to Clarendon up there in Mount Airy, it's going to be a show.
I'm not as familiar. So Mount Airy is like the rural area of Clarendon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Once the lights is dark up there, stay inside your house because you can't see anything.
no street lights and thing, dark like Peeny Wally. A Peeny Wally is this you said?
listen to me. It's like, what's it? It's dark.
I tell you.
It's dark. And but the funny thing is
Yeah.
that if you're in the car and you're driving,
Yes.
people still walking in the dark, you know,
Yeah,
and
man,
you
ca-
don't see them to the car. Like, what?
You know, they know where they're going. And
Of
walking
course
in some dark colored clothes, so you don't even see them.
Right at the last minute, you see them, you know.
And some
that
little,
was one
and
of the
some
things-
little narrow roads.
Right, that's where we're at. But
All right.
there's no place like home.
Nothing like right here. That's what I'm talking about. So, people, once again, we're talking to an artist by the name of Sparky Melody. He's in the UK, West London to be exact. Are you still based in West London?
I'm based in Bedfordshire, so my growing up, up to the ages of 15, 16, then we moved to Hertfordshire, then I've moved further up now. So, for peace and tranquility, you know?
So no, you're
So,
you're in the suburbs.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, and I mean, I just mentioned Clarendon, where it's country, so I'm a country boy at heart, you know. So I can take the city and I can also leave the city, and that's the beauty of it.
Awesome, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So there's one song that I play for you that I love so much, and these are the songs. I think one of these songs right here, I think is actually now on the Lucky 13 records, if I'm correct, right? So I want to find out, before I even play this song, what was your creative process behind this song that he made in 2022, Slowly, Slowly. And I also want you to tell me about Concrete Jungle.
Okay, so Slowly, Slowly was my first single for Lucky 13 Records. And Slowly, Slowly is about the approach of a female, where it doesn't need to be rushing. You just need to enjoy it for what it is, enjoy the romantic side of it. So it's like just slowly, slowly take your time, you know? And that's where the song came from. Because there's a saying called slowly, slowly catch a monkey. And then it was the thing where when I wrote it, I said that. And they said, you can't put that on record. So I had to change it. Yeah, I had to change it over to slowly, slowly catch you, baby. So it's like you get it from a saying that switched it into a song. And that's one of my favorites on the album.
Absolutely.
Amongst many others.
Okay. So,
Beautiful song.
So I'm just trying to get familiar. So the album that says The Duke Sparky, most of those songs are on the Tapestry?
Tapestry album, 15 songs on the Tapestry album,
On
which
the
is out
Tapestry
now.
album. So this is a song I like for you. It's called Slowly, Slowly. And I'm going to play that right now. Beautiful, beautiful song. And don't forget, you can call us live in studio at 718-785-5760. Also, I want to take a moment to give a big shout out to everybody over here at JAIRiE Radio Studios, all the DJs, all the on-air personalities, and the man behind the scene. His name is Tony Isaacs. Big up yourself, Mr. Isaacs. We are grateful. Couldn't happen without you, Mr. Isaacs, all right? Christine Rendell, much love. Nat Garfield, Blake, King Malakia, Natalie Sky Voice, everyone checking in right now. Hopeton Williams Sr., Hamilton, Canada. Much love to you all. Song is called Slowly, Slowly.
I'm gonna make you mine, girl. I'm gonna make you mine. Well, look at you. From the very first I saw you, my heart skipped beat so gladly. I'm gonna make you mine. Well, look at you. From the very first I saw you, my heart said follow through. I'm gonna make you mine. Slowly, slowly catch you, lady. I'm gonna make you mine one day. Slowly, slowly catch you, baby. I'm gonna lock you up inside my cage. Well, look at you. From the very first I touched you, I felt the color go through. You whisper, come stay at mine. We'll make love till the morning. No need to keep it down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And give me that merry-go-round. Girl, you hook me, you took me. You turn the tables around. captured now. Girl, you got me where you want me. Good like there is no doubt. But don't get it twisted, girl, or I'll let the lion out.
Song is called Slowly, Slowly. See, I let the one play longer than I normally would, so you can tell how much I love that song. It's so beautiful. It's so cool. It's like a song. It's not a rush. You can unwind and relax to the kind of song. I love it. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Fabulous. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say so.
Let me take this call.
Okay.
Caller, you're live.
Yeah, greetings to the panel this morning. Sherry S.
Yes, sir.
This is your still King Malakia from out of Jamaica.
King Malakia, how you doing, King Malakia?
I'm doing awesomely great.
Great, great.
And
great.
you?
I'm just good. Happy to be talking to Sparky Melody right here, I'm telling you. Brother is deep.
Yes. Well, definitely Malakia for talk to the Duke.
Yes.
Oh, full and bright Duke. Top of the day to you, brother. Top of the day to you.
And likewise, my brother. And I'm looking forward to working with you. You know, say the paper, we're just ready to put that ink to that paper and get that signature to get that done, you know.
Oh my, man. Oh my. We're going to create history.
Oh gosh, yeah, the concept, we've had the conversation and we're sitting there, we're just waiting to get the thing ready. Way before the summer, we'll get this thing done. We know what the concept is going to be, and I'm so looking forward to working with you on some plastic. It's going to be awesome. And I just want to say to you before you say anything to me, congratulations on your continued success. Your rise is phenomenal. I watched your interview as well with Sherry, and you're a very deep-minded, thinking, conscious brother. And I have the utmost respect for you, and I just want you to continue and just get this thing global to where you deserve to be, my brother.
Thank you, but look here now. Look how I call to celebrate you, and you are celebrating me on this call. Wow.
I know, but guess what, King Malakia? Guess what, King Malakia? That's what I was talking about, you know. Each one support one, and that's how you're gonna grow and build together. Because you know, some of the other artists, them who were there before, them other them own things and them in a little silo doing them thing by themselves. What I like about you guys, this group of guys I'm seeing right now, and ladies, is the unity. You guys are building and bonding together because you realize the sky is the limit, and you're not waiting for nothing to happen. You're taking the bull by the horn and doing your own great thing.
Yes, man, and definitely it's a pleasure. You know, the joy about it, Sparky, where you know I'm feeling so great within myself to even call upon this program today. I see that you are putting out music with substance, with life, and music gonna last forever.
Absolutely.
And that's the type of music I love.
Yes.
Timeless songs.
Yes.
And what you are putting out there is substance that persons can listen forever. And every time they hear that song, it will grow on them, and they will get something that will lift their day, will give them meaning to life, and will just broaden and scope toward anything they might look toward. And trust me, my brother, I just want to say thumbs up to you. And keep up the great work. Keep up the great work, brother.
It means so much. It means so much.
Keep up the great work. Because,
when the phone, the spirit is a, when the phone ring, I know says you, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you know me.
Wow, wonderful thing.
It's a support, man. The support for support.
Yes, man. Sparky that keep shining now, man. In your neck of the wood. So till me reach over there, because definitely me know me will come on that platform just to see, man.
So
we're gonna do road.
So you know, when you guys reach London, you know, and have the big stage show, you know, Sherry S in the background and my VIP pass behind backstage, you know that, right?
I know backstage. No, you're gonna take me right in front of it. And the PR is just to see you.
King Malakia, what I would say, it will be home from home for you. And so when you're ready to touch these stores, I've got you.
So there you have it, people. I'm talking to the king. You. I'm talking to the king and the duke. Don't get no better than that.
Royalty.
The fifth year, tell them the fifth year for the king and the duke.
King and the duke.
Because we're coming Yeah, we're coming with something for the universe.
Yeah, the King and the Duke. We're gonna take
Yes, man.
we're gonna take the world stage. We're gonna go. It's good. It's a global effort right now. We're not sit around and wait for things to happen. We're gonna take charge and do what we have to do.
Yes, man. So I want to say, big up yourself, my brother. Keep on shining. But they are locked in. I listen to the program and I listen to the music. And a substance we say over hype. And my sister, a substance I put out there. And trust me, I'm proud of you. And I want you to know that just the same. More
Thank
favor,
you.
more.
Thank you very much.
Greatness towards you and everything that you do.
All right, bless up yourself. And thank you so much, King Malakia.
All the best, share.
All right, bless up here. And thanks for calling. I appreciate the call here.
Yes, they got me straight in on, dude.
So we're talking about.
All right.
All right. Once again, it was all about we're talking to an artist by the name of Sparky Melody out of the UK. I want to say thank you to King Malakia for that lovely call.
Wow.
Love that, man.
Wow.
I just love to see artists support artists, female support female. Each one help one. We build and grow together as a team. And there's no stopping us. That's what I'm talking about.
Not at all. It becomes a powerful force.
It is.
And these are the whole things. When you've got people like Natalie, and then you've got Christine, and then from the artists that they know outside of it, and you pull the thing together, we're creating our own movement. Because if you watch what's going on and listen to the radio, at the moment where it comes down to it, this circle of people, they're kind of dominating the airwaves at the moment with what they're putting out in the social media and the way they're going about it. So for me to be amongst the collective as well, it's a beautiful thing.
It
and
is.
I respect each and every one of them, and just keep up the good work because we're making a massive difference.
Yes, sir. That's what you're doing. So tell me about Concrete Jungle.
Okay, so Concrete Jungle is where I grew up in West London. So although it was an environment where you could go out there and be a child, and we used to mix with different creeds and colours because we never knew anything about colour. We was out there, we were on the block together, so we all grew up together. It's when you get older, you find out the dangers. So like when my mum used to say, "You're not going out today." And then I said, "Well, why?" And said, "There's other kids outside." And she said, "Look, stop bothering me. Go and read a book." And she said, "Look, you go out there, climb trees, but don't bring trouble back to..." And I can hear that ringing in my head where she said, "You go out there, but you don't dare bring trouble to my doorstep."
Oh, my God.
That was the foundation of the song.
So I'm curious. So your mom still has the Jamaican accent?
No, my mum's very prim and proper. I think when we're back home, you can hear it. But if you find my mum now, it's like, "Hello." Very much like that. But make no mistake, when she's ready for you, then she'll switch it on you.
All right.
Once she switches it.
And I know when you're children of Jamaican parents, it doesn't really matter if they speak to you in patois or otherwise. You understand exactly what she means when she says it.
If she's speaking to you English, then you're good. If she switch it to the patois, then you're in trouble.
when the patois come on, so this is it, The run our,
what time it is.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play this song for you. It's called Concrete Jungle, and Sparky Melody is singing about an area in West London when he grew up as a child. So listen to the words of this song carefully. And this song right here, was it also under the Lucky 13 Records?
Lucky 13. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. This goes out to all children, and it's a salute to all parents around the world to say that we love you and thank you very much for the guidance and the upbringing. Some people are not lucky enough to have the two parents within the household, and it's a case of either parent will do their utmost that love you, that just want to protect you. So this is a song, a combination for mum, dad, and for children around the world.
All right, it's called Concrete Jungle.
Concrete jungle where I'm from. Wolves outside your door, that's where they belong. Predators and poachers will take you at a glance. Abide by parents' rule, don't give them that chance. Mama, mama, I love you, dear, that's where my heart belongs. My heart belongs. And papa, papa, salute you, sir, because you done your best for me. Had to be stern for you to learn. We couldn't afford to lose you. Sometimes we were hard, but the line in the sand, you don't step cross. The pressure of my hand on your shoulders was to keep you safe and sound. And when you grow, you will know this jungle cares for no man. Mama, mama, I love you, dear, that's where my heart belongs. My heart belongs. And papa, papa, salute you, sir, because you're my hero.
And of course, Natalie Sky Voice, she's a great producer, female sister doing her thing. She's saying she hear rhythm. She was also saying that her mom, because she also resides in the UK, she was saying that whenever her mom launched into the patois, it's hell to play.
Oh, but that's where all the pleading and the sorry, please kicks
yes,
in.
no, whatever you did, you're sorry about it. So once the patois starts, it's done, it's over. People, once again, take a moment to say much love to everyone on Mixcloud, everyone on Twitch TV, everyone on JAIRiE.com, everyone on Instagram, Facebook Live. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for taking time out to spend some time with us today. Is the Sherry S. Chit Chat Radio Show, and we're talking to an artist out of UK. His name is Sparky Melody. So Sparky, like I said to you, when I'm doing an interview, I like to do my homework. I like to know as much as I can about each an artist, because when I walk away today, there's going to be something I learn about you, and something that my audience is going to learn about you that they also did not know. So when I back up to your performance at Notting Hill Carnival in 2022. So I'm curious to know what was the crowd reaction to your set, how you felt about that Notting Hill Carnival?
Yeah, the thing is that my father's band, the Sus Band, I keep reverting back to that. They played at the Notting Hill Carnival, like Meanwhile Gardens, with thousands of people inside there. Aswad recorded a live album there and everything. So for me to go back there as an artist and perform there, the street was full. So we was on the truck back doing it. It wasn't with a band. And the response was up for. The crowd moved with it, dropped the songs and whatnot. But when you're out there, you're going back home. So it's my place. So when you go inside there, you deliver. And we delivered a good set. We'll return there. And next time it's Worries.
All right, cool. Hear that. Next time, Notting Hill Carnival, when sorry about that. When the Duke, Sparky Melody, comes back there, it's going to be trouble. He tell you already. Right. So you can mark that and put it on your calendar. It's going to be trouble. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go back again to your early career. Can you discuss for me your experience working with producers like Adam, Penzi, and Divas?
Wow. you get me. Wow. So like Adam and Dee, right? So Lee John is in a massive worldwide band called Imagination. They've done songs like Just an Illusion, Body Talk, and things like that. So Lee John is just like huge artist. And what happened is that I went to a studio back when I first started. It was my friend Patrick, who I said was my mentor. Says, look, if you want help with your music, I can help you. He was the one that got Trevor Hartley to come to the studio. Yeah. So he's always been a champion of mine, Patrick, as well. So bless up, Patrick. He took me to Hendon and said, I'm going to link you up with Adam. And Adam has worked with people like Lady Sovereign, like who was a UK artist that went to sign on with Jay-Z
Wow.
and things like that. And he is so talented. Same as D-Vaz. They're so gifted. And when we went there, like Lee was never there because he was touring. I think in the time he was abroad in Europe. And I didn't see him for about 6 months. I was working at that studio on a project so I could take it out to one of the majors like Island Records, which we did as well. So it was a case of we were putting all the music together. Working with Adam was absolutely good. We're still in touch today. D-Vaz, and this is when I'm like 19 years old. So it's a long history we have with those gentlemen.
Absolutely.
And they are super talented. D is one of the sort of co-producers on the new Tapestry album. So some of the orchestration, some of the building of the rhythms, the balances, he done all my vocal take-ins when we were inside there down at my studio in Bedfordshire. He put that all together, voiced me all the way through. And it was a case of Lindell's schedule was so busy at the time, and then we didn't want to store the project. So I spoke to Lee, and Lee said, okay, let's get D to help you work on the project. And then D kicked in and then done that. But these gentlemen, they're true craftsmen, and they take their time on what they're doing, and the results of the Tapestry album is definitely because of D-Vaz. Definitely.
But you know, I'm curious though to know though, how has like your long-term collaboration with Linda Lewis influenced your musical style and growth?
Very much so, because even coming onto the current single, it was D-Vaz that put the rhythm together with me, and then we took it down to Lindell for him to do the mix and master. So it's also artists like Peter Hunningale. When we were busy doing the Tapestry album, we didn't want it to stall. So Peter Hunningale also kicked in and then said, okay, what we'll do is that we'll link you up with the Wizard. And the Wizard which is his producer as well, does all his mixing as well. And then we got the thing going. So there's a lot of connections inside this music that you can call upon.
Yeah, right.
That need to push this thing forward. So it's like when the project was stalling, people kicked in and done so much for me, and I'm so eternally grateful for what they done. Once it came back out and it was done, it was phenomenal work. You know?
And you know, I was going to ask you about, you know, if you could share any memorable moments from your performances with the Sus Band, but I'm thinking that the highlight would have been the performance at the Notting Hill Carnival, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Those things, the one in Clarendon and that one, and even my first time on stage in St. Albans, where it was me and Junior Scorpion. I don't get nervous when I go on stage. I know what I'm there to deliver. Never get nervous, and people find that strange. Because the thing is that I've been there where the mic's cut out and we've had to go a cappella, my hands shaking. And I said, from that point there, you know what it feels like, and I would never return there. So I never have any nerves. I know I'm there to deliver. My fans and supporters and the people are out there to see me. So we deliver to the best of our ability every time when we go out there, and we just give them a show. I'm a showman. I'm a showman.
You're a showman. All right. So how do you balance then, like maintaining your reggae's traditional roots while incorporating like modern elements into your music?
See, that's the thing. Tapestry, the album, was a case of where we mixed it up. We wanted to get an international sound, which what we achieved. So all the rhythms were built from scratch, and it's a case of the sound is like no other. I could have like gone on older rhythms that people would be familiar with.
Yeah.
But I wanted the words of the songs and the passion of growing up, love, loss, death, everything to be felt. So Tapestry is an album that you listen to. You don't skip tracks on Tapestry. You sit down and you just enjoy the album from start to finish. And that's what the people must do. And that's why I said it's a tapestry which is woven of many things to make one, which is the Duke Sparky melody.
And I'm so happy you say that, because, you know, I had the entire album on autoplay yesterday, just listening one behind the other. Because like I said, you can't rush these. You have to listen to the songs in their entirety.
Yes.
So get a feel of what the song is about. You have to actually listen to each and every song. And I did that yesterday, and I'm happy that I did. So
Oh, thank you very much.
it is.
What was your feeling from it when you was listening? Did you sort of immerse yourself
it
for
is
it? And
it is so very relaxing. I had it turned up loud in my house because I wanted to
Nice.
also get a feel of you as a person, and I realized that to understand you as a person, I could do that through your music, because most times when people write music, they're gonna write from a place of where they've been, where they want to go, and where they're at right now. So as I listen, I get to get a feel of, cause you say you're very grounded and down to earth, and even though you had the musical influences with your father with the Sus band, let me ask you something though. The Sus band played primarily in the UK?
Yeah, mainly in the UK. They had many opportunities to tour in Brazil and do tours like that, but they very much had to balance family and 9 to 5.
Okay.
So all the members in the band had a responsibility. So if it was going to take in a big way where you could leverage the music and that could substitute what you're doing for your 9 to 5, because don't forget, these are big industry players outside
Yes,
of
absolutely.
music. Like
And-
directors of companies and top level people.
Right.
It was a case of how would they be able to balance what they're doing in their 9 to 5 into the music, and the decision was there to run them in parallel.
Right.
And that's why the push didn't really happen for the Sus band the way that it should have done, because their music is quality.
Yes, it
So
is.
it's either they either give up everything and then go that music, but they've built up so much already. So that was the choice, which would have been very difficult for them.
All right. So once again, I want to say much love to everyone who is watching us or listening to us over there in France. I think it's Dujan, France, everyone in Germany, everyone in the UK, everyone in the United States, everyone in Jamaica, everyone in Dominican Republic, everyone in Africa. We're talking to an artist by the name of Sparky Melody. And you know, it's a Sherry S Chit Chat radio show. Like we say, it's not an interview, but today we're going a bit deeper. Normally I've played a lot more music, but I wanted to get a better feel of Sparky Melody, the man behind the music, as I play his music. So he just talked about Sus, and you know, his dad was a member of that band. But before I play a song from Sus, I want to find out from you, what was your inspiration behind the song It's Only You?
Yeah, so it's only you is a case of either being in a relationship
And
being
hold on,
faithful
and you know, Sparky, when you start to get tired, and if I'm chatting you too much, then let me know, you know.
No.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
All right.
I listen to your music. I listen to your station, so I know that the conversation is going to be in depth, and I
Yes.
want it to be, because
It
these
should
are the
be.
type of things that are going to go down in history, that I can record it and keep it forever. So we just continue, because I know that you ask for extended time many a times when you do these interviews.
You see, because you see what happened is that's the only way people are gonna get to know about you.
I agree. No, we're ready to go. Everything's good. So It's Only You is a song about being in a relationship, and there's the accusation of you stepping out of the relationship and nothing doesn't go that way. You're very faithful in what you're doing. So it's a case of letting somebody know by the written word or the song, rather than you showing by your actions to say that it's only you, you've got nothing to worry about. I'm faithful in what I'm doing. So that's what It's Only You. Fabulous.
It's Only You, Sparky Melody.
Call me a fool, 'cause I stayed away so long. Call me a fool, I didn't turn around to see how far we drifted apart. It's only you. It's only you, only you. Call me a fool, I didn't fight for you like like you wanted me to. Yearning, hearts breaking, 'cause I miss you, boo, like crazy. Wanna call you baby, and every day I pray that you'll pass my way and we'll make small conversation. It's only you. It's only.
All right, it's only you, says our brother Sparky Melody. Once again, I want to say much love and good afternoon to, well, not for me, yeah, it's afternoon, because you know, for us, Sparky, the time changed this morning, so we're kind of getting used to it because we kind of spring forward a bit. So I'm still in the days from yesterday. So, you know, still in the days from yesterday. So I want to say much love again to everybody on Facebook Live, everyone on Instagram, Mixcloud, World Map, JAIRiE.com, much love, Twitch TV. Annie Goodas, much love to you, Annie. Everyone checking in right now, I want to say thank you guys so much. We're talking to an artist out of the UK. His name is Sparky Melody. Sparky, your musical influences.
Many. Where you'll go from.
If you had to highlight 5.
Okay, so I would go Delroy Wilson, Jacob Miller. It would be Toots, Jimmy Riley, and Slim Smith.
And who? Oh, Slim
Smith.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so we're going to keep the conversation going. Like I say, it's not an interview, it's a chit-chat, because we just want to get to know, we just want to get to know you. You understand me? That's what we're doing.
Of course.
We know your music, we just want to get to know you. So how do you see your future, the future of reggae music, both in UK and globally?
Okay, so with the saturation of music in a whole, not just reggae music, the whole industry is saturated because it's different. You had to know somebody with a studio to go there with your tape and your reel to get things done. So there was artists that would be funneled through differently than what they're being funneled through now. It's about how are you going to get your music ahead and how is your brand going to be ahead and so on and so forth than the rest of them. We know we're not in a competition with anybody. So you just deliver your music, but how is your music going to get out there? I think the inception of Spotify and all those Amazon things like that is doing a lot of good, but likewise it's doing a lot of damage to the music because your music's out there and you're getting 0.4 of a pence per stream. So if you're not getting the streams, you're not getting paid. People listen to your music can also get your music and so on and so forth. So it's quite damaging. So I reckon within the next 2 to 3 years, you will see, and this may sound controversial, you will see a lot of artists that will be disappearing from those platforms. And there's many people that are in conversations to take their things down, to move it to their own platforms, or different platforms, to get a better return of investment in what they're doing. To put an album together or even an EP, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of money. And I'm sure there's many people listening today that can testify to that. And it's about what that return is going to be. How many albums can you do as an artist before you've gone way bust and your return of investment hasn't come back to you? So therefore, are you doing it as a hobby? Are you doing it there as a business, and how do you get that return of investment? These are the things that you need to have a look at.
Absolutely.
And that's the difficult thing. Yes, going out doing shows and having merchandise out there is the key to what you're doing to generate more revenue.
Absolutely. And Natalie's Sky Voice is telling me that she can just see you singing at a festival with people dancing and going crazy. All right.
Thank you very much.
So.
Thank you, Natalie.
All right. Thoughts, back in the days, it was all about like more vinyl and thing and so on. So what are your thoughts? It is something you want to see. I know like in the UK, people are still doing a lot of vinyl things and so on. Is it something you want them to resort back to? I mean, to some extent?
Well, I think it's a case of where you need to make sure that you cater for all medias. Whether it's going to be streaming where somebody can get it where it's encrypted and they can load it down, or whether they want to buy it on plastic or a USB stick or even in a CD format. I think you need to make sure that your product and your merchandise caters for whoever wants it. If they want to load it down on a QR code or go to a site with a token and load it down, or they want the physical products. I think we're in the age now where you've got to cater for everybody, and it's not going to change. But it's a case of a lot of people can get the music for nothing and don't want to pay for the music.
Absolutely.
And this is what we're up against.
So I'm going to back up to this now, because as I speak to you, I can see that you're a very intelligent brother. And not only are you intelligent, but you're also passionate about the music that you're producing right now. So sometimes, we have some youngsters who are starting up, male and female. And, for you as someone out there who kind of understand what you need to do, because many times, people want to hear themselves on the radio, not understanding that my music has to be a business. What is your advice to some of these artists? Because they're making the songs, they're making the music, they're making the albums, but they're not making any money. If I hear you clearly, one of the things you said before was that they need to start getting some merchandise and stuff and so on. But we also have to find a way how we're going to market these things to people. We have to kind of start thinking outside the box. And we also have to realize that I'm not going to ask and answer the question. I'm just going to give insight that social media is also a way to go. Many artists do the songs and sit around and wait for things to happen, not realizing so you have to go out there and do some things to make people hear your songs, right?
Yeah, no, most definitely. So the thing is that you have to make sure, and because I'm a sort of perfectionist and a hard taskmaster, you don't see me on social media all the time visually. And the reason why, I need to make sure that I look a certain way, I act a certain way, and I've got something to say. So it's not every 5 minutes I'm going to be pushing myself up there for no reason.
Yes.
But when it comes down to you promoting something, you need to make sure that you present it in a way. Why would they buy it from you? Why would they buy it from somebody else? You've got to believe in your product first and foremost before anybody else believes in it. And that's a true fact. I won't be able to sell it to you if I don't believe it myself.
And Sparky, I'm so happy you say that, because, we have a thing in the US, I know it's a wrong way to go, but people always say support for support. And I'll tell you why I say that. You see, when I look at my little Facebook feed and I see like a Natalie Sky Voice, I see a Christine Rendell, I see a Papa Bito, I see a King Melanchia, I'm just saying to you, when I look and I see them on my feed, it made me want to play the music more, because I'm saying to myself, I say, these are people who are supporting my little thing. I may not be the big radio station, but these little things help me grow as an individual, and I want to promote artists like this, hence you here on my show today. So I want to thank you for the support at the same time, But I want to back up now. Yes.
Sorry, can I just big up Papa Beto as you mentioned?
Man.
Respect, sir.
Beto is one of those artists. I remember the very first time I listened to the artist DOREEN. It was Papa Beto. He reached out to me. He said, "You have to hear the artist here." And then he sent me the songs, and the first time I said, "Oh my God, I love it." And you also have to big up Christine Rendell. Christine Rendell reached out to me and said, "I have an artist who I am promoting. I would love for you to." So that was the first time, I'm going to be honest with you. First time I'm listening to your music was when Christine Rendell sent me. The music. But also, I'm going to also say, I'm seeing some comments go on Instagram. MC Life 84, he has been communicating with what I didn't realize was talking to me. He says, people are like talking on Facebook, and he said, can you see what they're, okay. He's saying that these artists don't know how to network. But what I'm saying to you, MC Light, is that these group of artists that I'm seeing right now, they mostly interact on Facebook, probably not Instagram like you're on Instagram. And right now, today on this Chit Chat radio show, I am seeing other artists reaching out and supporting this artist right here. Right now on our feed on Facebook, we have producers, we have promoters, and we have artists supporting the artists. So it's what's going on right now. This, like I said, is going to be a global thing. It's a global thing. So
the thing is that, sorry, let me just interject there.
Yeah.
What happens is that you can't feed the machine all at the same time. So the consortium that we have with the people that we have is a big collective. Big collective. So you've mentioned Natalie, you've mentioned Christine, Papa Beto, singer. The list goes on. If you line up them people there, that will go around the block that we've got, you know,
yes,
amongst
absolutely.
their fans as well.
Absolutely.
So by us putting this together, by me bigging up Volcano Lava Man or Papa Beto or Singing JAIRiE or King Malakia or even Davari that you brought up as well. So you was with him last week and that was a sensational interview, by
absolutely.
the way. And it's a case of where we're very strong and we're very focused in what we're doing and we're connecting the dots and we're very powerful and united in what we're doing. And long may it continue.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm trying to remember exactly when MC Life is on to this station because I want you guys to also check out MC Life because he's communicating with us right now on Mixcloud and we want him to. We appreciate when other on-air personalities come on and share with us because we also want them to play your music. So Tony, when is MC on? Friday. On Friday, some more time. Okay. All right, so we have MC Life. He's also on.
Big up MC Life.
Yeah, MC Life. He's on JAIRiE Radio. So, but I love to see when they come in and give their input and let us know what they're thinking. So, and MC Life, he's on his show is called The Plug Show, and he's on every Friday from 9 to 11 p.m. That's very, very late in the UK. We're talking about the US time, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And he's on JAIRieradio.com. Thanks for checking in, MC Life. So, all right. So right now, back to you now, Sparky Melody. Mm-hmm. Can you discuss? You know me gonna ask questions because I say it's a chit chat show, and I'm talking more than I'm playing music today because I want them to know you. Can you discuss for me any philanthropic efforts or causes that you're passionate about?
Well, it's a case of we're looking at these things. I mean, where it comes down to what we're going to be doing and what we're going to be investing in is moving forward. It's like doing shows and doing like some of the merchandise as well as working with some of the albums that we sell. We will be giving back. We do community shows and we've always done community shows for zero. So all our traveling and expenses, that goes back into the pot. So what we need to do as artists is put shows on, raise money and give.
What happened? Hello? I think we lost him a bit. We're going to have to call him back in the meantime. All right, so we're gonna have to call you back. So I'm saying I'm not sure what happened just now. We lost Sparky for a minute. All right. Huh?
Each day is so hard. Please help me, Lord. I just can't stand the strain. Each day is just the same. Tears fall down like rain, and I can't stand the pain. Why must I live this life alone? Why must I live this life alone?
Hear me?
And of course, we kind of lost Sparky for a minute. And we wanna. I'm not even gonna just beat around the bush. We're gonna blame Mr. Tony Isaacs over here at JAIRiE Radio because you know why? Because he let the phone battery died and then we lost you. But we're good to go again. So that's all Mr. Isaacs' fault. So we hope all of UK is here that is Mr. Isaacs' fault. All right. Okay. But we're back on, and the song we're playing from the Sus band. Why must I? Natalie's Sky Voice is telling me that she promotes everywhere.
Please help me, Lord.
Indeed, she does.
Yes, she does.
Oh gosh, yeah. She's doing some great things.
Just the same, tears fall down like
All right, we don't want to waste the time talking about those kind of things, so we'll keep it moving like this. So, can you tell me how you stay inspired and motivated to create new music?
We're on a mission. Yeah, the foundation has been set a long time ago. It's about putting out quality more than quantity, and that's what we're into. But we must deliver message within the music. When I was growing up, there was 4 stations on the TV. Mm-hmm. So what happens is that sometimes when it was boring television, we used to listen to the radio. We used to crave good music.
Yeah.
So with the saturation of what's going on, you need to make sure you deliver a message inside your music, so the youth can get involved in it, middle ages can get into it, and the elders can get into it. So it's a hard balance to make sure that you deliver music that catches everybody.
Right.
So, but that's what we're gonna do, and that's what inspires me to create music to lend its composition to the ears of many people, and that's what we're trying to do. I want to get my music out there into the 4 corners of the world, different territories, tour different territories, let people get to know who the Duke Sparky Melody is, and give back as well. That's what we want to do.
That's what we're talking about. And last week, I think it's the same thing I heard from I think it was Steve Tolo. They don't want to just take it globally, want to go worldwide with this kind of thing. So let me ask you something though. So, reggae music, people always feel so when you're doing reggae music, you have to kind of go to Jamaica to kind of get a buzz on your music. So what advice would you give to an aspiring reggae artist in the UK?
See, it's interesting because I would definitely take a trip out to Jamaica, find a producer that's trustworthy, that will deliver it. So get your relationships built before you leave from here, exchange ideas over that, make sure they send you back what you expect, and so on and so forth. So the thing is that you can work remotely, but to go out there and experience it face to face, so to get to know you as an artist, so you can develop a much more like I did with Raleigh. So I can work remote from Raleigh and get the same output as sitting in the studio with Raleigh. So build your links, cherish your links, and keep working with that. And don't force it. And that's the thing. Everything takes time. So
do you think that as an artist, a reggae artist like you, as I'm talking to you, I want to big up Chucky Banton, also out of the UK. He's the captain.
I call him the captain.
You call him captain. So today I spoke to the king, which is King Banton. I spoke to you, who is the Duke, and now you're telling me that Chucky Banton is the captain.
Yeah, man, Skip. He's been in it. He's been in it way before us as well, slightly longer than us. And the music that he's churning out, it sounds very modern. His voice is sweet, and the way that he delivers it, that's why I call him the captain. If there's anybody leading out this thing, that's Skip. All right.
Okay. Well, we do have Chucky Banton scheduled to be here at some point, so we're gonna enjoy talking to him. So, like I said, I just love when each artist support and build up the other one and stuff and so on. All right. Good. So, can you share for me any upcoming projects or collaborations you're excited about?
Okay, so collaborations, when it comes down to it, we've got the contract in place to work with King Malakia. So we're working on the songs at the moment. Yeah, that's
big
going
up
to be a powerful
yourself, King
thing.
Malakia. King Malakia is my artist.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, and he's doing some good global. His rise is very, very good, and his trajectory and where he's going, we're all looking forward to seeing.
Sparky King Malakia has made a dub plate for me that rivals none. Anyway,
I've heard.
anyway, all right, back to your question.
So, also the great General Peckus.
Yes.
The body works up here, the girl will mash up on the one people on the chat. Right. So General Peckus, I'm speaking to him at the moment to do some collaborations with him. Kerry Lopez is another one. We've got Miss Storm out of the UK. So there's plenty of things that we're doing. I've even speaking to Skip, the captain, that we said we must do something this year as well. So Chucky Banton, we're definitely going to get together and do something. That's been long overdue. So there's a load of things that I want to do. As I said, Tapestry albums made. This is what's going to send it internationally and globally. So that's there. We're going to work, we're going to promote, we're going to tour that, and then we're going to give some collaborations, and then we're going to give some decent rubber dub music. That
since you mentioned collaborations, I'm curious to know how do you approach collaborations with other artists and producers? How you approach it? How do you decide who to work with and who not to work with?
It's more we concentrate on who to work with.
Yeah.
So it's a case of you see them and you just go for them. Like when I wanted to work with Redman, I approached his management and then asked his management, and they said, yeah, we'll get in touch with you. And then they got in touch with me. Then we went into the studio and it was done. Don't be afraid to reach out to these artists. They can only say no, and then you move on to the next one. So if you want to work with an artist, then just reach out to them. Because this is the thing with the current actual media platforms that we got. Because it would have been, well, easy for me to get to, like Gregory was saying, if I went through my father or whatnot, and so on and so forth when they were here. But it's a case of, now you should be able to send them a message and they'll be able to get back to you, or their management will get back to you. So you've got to keep trying, but you've got to be at that level where you've got to stay within your boundaries. You can't say, I'm going to approach Bounty Killer and see Bounty Killer would do it when I've made 2 songs and they've been out of my bedroom. So what you've got to do is limit yourself, work within people, within your bracket, within your space, and as you move up, you'll be able to reach to those artists. You can't do it from the floor when they're in the sky.
I hear you. So I'm going to reach out. In fact, I don't want to keep the people just talking. So let me just go to play a song from you in the meantime. But before I play a song from you, in fact, let me just play it from the same Tapestry, because we also want to introduce the songs. My Child is from Tapestry, right?
Woo. Fabulous. Yes, most definitely.
Are you singing about your child?
I'm singing first and foremost about my child, and I'm singing for all the children around the globe. And this is a song of inspiration that, as I said, when I was a child, I lent my ear to the radio for comfort, for joy, for information. And this is what the song My Child says. No matter what adversaries that you face within life, you must keep going. Sometimes you feel low, sometimes you feel defeated that you can't do it, but a song like My Child will give you the impetus to go forward and get what you want and take what you want. My Child.
All right, so I'm going to play you 2 songs back to back, and then after I play the second song, I want you to tell me about it. So I'm going to play you My Child, just a piece of it, because I don't want to play the entire song. I want, because of time constraints, I want to make sure we can go through as many as we can and also give you more insights into the artist. Once again, you're listening to the JAIRiE Chit Radio Show. I'm going to play you My Child, and then I'm going to play your Rich Man, Poor Man from the same album, Tapestry, because right now, that's the album he's pushing. It's called Tapestry. This is My Child.
I need you to fight. I need you to fight. I want you to soul.
Push you around. Find yourself on solid ground. You got to push yourself, my baby. You got to be wiser, be smarter than me. You've got to push yourself, my child. Although daddy left his post a long, long time, you've got to push yourself, my baby. You've got to fight now amongst all of these. Don't let nobody punk you out. If there's a problem, you must work it out. Don't run your life like no donkey.
All right, just a little teaser right there. That one is called My Child. And now you're going to listen to Rich Man, Poor Man. And these songs right here are on the Tapestry album. And that's the latest project from Sparky Melody. like I say, it's just a teaser. Tell me about the thought process behind Rich Man, Poor Man. I don't understand the topic, so tell me what's going on here.
So, rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief has always been that saying. So it's like rich when I'm in love with you, poor because I lost you. Then it says, beggar man, I will take crumb, meaning that if you don't give me anything, I'll take a little piece. And thief, I will steal your heart again. So it's a play on words of an old time saying to make a song. And that is very cleverly done.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Alex Watson, who's my backing vocalist on there, and also Sophia Toomey as well. They're two females, and they're extraordinary artists in their own right. The guitar soloist on My Child that you played as well was done by Sam Lay, and Sam is in a band called Irreverent, which is a rock band. So we infused some of these rock element into My Child as well. So that video should come out later on this year, which will be a powerful piece as well. So I just want to thank them. Also, I want to thank Fitzroy Blake as well, who done all the engineering and the mixing on that, and Linda Lewis, who done the mastering, as well as it was done in France as well. So.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, I want to say much love to everyone checking in right now, everyone watching right now. I want to say much love to everyone in... Oh, we do have people on from St. Lucia.
Wow.
We have St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We have Germany. We have France. We have the United States. We have Jamaica, Mandeville. Much love.
Wow.
Everyone checking in right now. Thank you guys so much. The artist's name is Sparky Melody. And Sparky, where can they get your music?
Okay, so it's a case of if you go to Lucky 13 Records, if you go to www.lucky, which is LUCKY 13 records.co.uk, you should be able to load the music from there.
All right.
And of course, as I said, there's your general platforms that you can go to and see the music out there.
All right, so there you go. There you have it. You can get this music. So for all those people watching us internationally, Sparky is telling you where you can get his music. Also want to say much love to everyone on Mixcloud. Thank you guys for checking in. Everyone on Twitch TV, much love. Facebook Live, much love. Instagram, great to see you guys as well. We're talking to Sparky Melody, and it's the Sherry S Chit Chat Radio Show. And here is not an interview, it's a chit chat. We are all a vibe and see what's going on with the artist Sparky Melody. Sparky, your songwriting process. I always like to ask artists this. How do you write?
Mm-hmm.
Do you start with your lyrics and then the rhythm, or do you just write and everything falls into place?
Sometimes we get material sent to us, so the song is written around the actual orchestration, the piece that's been sent to you, or if you're building it from scratch, the words can come first. I've got a flexibility. We've been doing it for a long time, and I think the gift within me is that I can do it either way, where I can listen to it and then write something to it, or I can write something then and put the music to it. So music is a thing. It doesn't matter how it comes as long as it gets there in the end. And I think just penning something and making sure that you look over it and go over it and go over it and understand it, and it's got a message in there. That's the beautiful thing about composing music. It can come either way. There's no structure to it.
Here you go. And also, I'll give a big shout out to Danny Reed. Danny Reed is telling me that they're checking in right now from the Cayman Islands. So, like I said, we're a global radio station. So, Sparky, I think I need for you to shout out all these people who are just checking in to hear about you. Cayman Islands, France, UK, Germany, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, all over the world. And what I like about this is that we're not just centered in the UK. We have people all over the world. Africa, Sao Paulo, Brazil. I want you to shout everybody. Just say thank you for checking in today.
Thank you. I want to thank you very much indeed. It means a lot. And to be reaching places like St. Vincent, as you said, France, Germany, all the places, all the continents that you've named, it's an absolute pleasure here being on the Sherry's show today, on the Chit Chat show. It's been delightful. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Just enjoy the music. We got to go back to finding real artists, real music, plugging into that artist, supporting that artist, and just enjoy music as it's supposed to be. Try and separate yourself from the saturation. Grab onto 10 artists, 15 artists, and track them how it used to be, you know?
Yes.
Try and filter out the saturation. That's what
And we also have a shout out, St. Kitts and Nevins, also
St.
on the
Kitts and
check-in.
Nevis. Big up.
Yes. So once again, it's all about our artist, Sparky Melody. Be sure to go and support Sparky today. Sparky is doing his thing, you know. I know he has his regular 9 to 5, but Sparky told you that he has plans to do this thing globally. So right now we have a global audience. So I'm asking each and every one of you, if you can, go and stream or go some buy or support Sparky's music today and share with Sparky. If you happen to be on my Facebook feed, I do ask you to share this interview so people who don't know about Sparky will know, because my friends are different from your friends. So if each and every one of you that are on my feed today share this interview, then one extra person will learn about Sparky Melody who may not have known about him before. We're right here. We are aiming to promote and, you know, big up each and every one who is doing some good music out there. All right, challenges, Sparky. I know it may have been a little bit easier for you with your father being a member of the SUS band.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
tell me, you must have experienced and faced some challenges as an artist in the UK and even globally. Tell me some of the challenges you've experienced as an artist.
I think the challenges always come with, if you try to force it, that's when the challenges will come in, because you get frustrated with the process. It's trying not to get frustrated with the process. Outside my day-to-day, my music is I'm doing with project management, so deal with time management and things like that. So I've learned over the period of time. When I first started, the frustration kicked in that people wouldn't turn up to rehearsals, or somebody didn't have the same dreams and aspirations to do the music that I've been doing. So when I was younger, it got frustrating. But as I got older, you've got to learn that not everything is going to pan out how you want it to pan out with. So therefore, you've got to be flexible enough and brave enough to either A, go things alone, B, find new people to work with. And that's what you've got to manage. Not everybody that's on this path with you today is going to stay with you throughout the entirety of your journey. It's about finding new people that can believe in you and invest in you to carry you along the way.
Oh
and
my.
halfway through this path, when they disappear from you, so you may need to walk alone before you find new people. And if it's the case where you need to walk it alone for the entirety and the duration of the journey, then do so.
Absolutely. And Mr. Isaacs, I just looked up and said the clock and said, oh my God, time is going by. Can I ask you for extra 10 minutes today, Mr. Isaacs? All right, so Mr. Isaac said we're good to go. We can go an extra 10 minutes.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Because, you know,
All
there's still a few more. All right, so I don't want to rush this, but I'm going to give you some short answer things as I go along, because I still want to play a couple more songs. I want to ask you which songs that I'm through you want me to play for you, and I will. All right, so what has been your most rewarding moment of your career so far? We're going to keep it short and spicy.
Most rewarding was 2022, meeting up with Marubia, who's my saxophonist, who lives in Germany, came over to do a show, working with Sam, working with Miss Storm from the USA. That's sort of been the biggest highlight thus far, like getting those artists together from around the world to feature in the launch of the Tapestry album, having them on the English side, and then delivering a show that was beautiful.
All right, that's good. All right. So how do you handle creative differences between working with others in the studio? Because you know, when you go to the studio, you in your head, you already know what you want to do, but sometimes the producers have a different thought process from you. How you handle that?
Very much like the great Brian Clough said in the football, is that like we all work together. You put your ideas across, I put mine, and at the end of it, you'll see that I was right.
There we go. People are telling right now we're keeping it short and spicy. So the point, is our quick answer section. And don't forget, it's all about the Sherry S Chit Chat radio show. You can tell. You see the name of my show. I like to talk. I love to chat. My career,
love it.
my career should have been a lawyer, but somewhere I fell by the wayside. But anyway, let's keep it going. All right. So share for me a funny or unexpected experience you've had while performing live.
Funny experience.
If you don't have none, you don't have none.
No, I have. When I first started, we were doing a show, hundreds of people within that vicinity, and then the mic cut out. I think David Rodigan was there as well. And when the mic cut out, I was on the floor singing and my hands started shaking, and the people I could feel them looking at me and feeling sorry for me. And that was a moment that I wouldn't want to repeat. But if it happened again, I would know exactly how to handle it.
There
so
you
put
go.
it down to experience.
All right. As you mentioned, David Radigan, I want to say big up to him as well. I'm going to see him on the 22nd and the 21st at King's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. He's going to be here in Brooklyn. All right. Keep
Very
it moving. All right. So how do you prepare for a live performance or a tour?
It's about practice. That's all it is, rehearsing. So when you go out there, you know what you're going to deliver. If you get like a curveball, you know that you've got to bring something else to mitigate what happened. So it's a case of having that flexibility, having that showmanship to put things across. But first and foremost is practice.
All right. Nice and spicy. There we have it. All right. So outside of music what do you enjoy doing outside of music that contributes to your creativity?
Walking. I can walk for miles and miles and miles. And as you get older, your joints, as you know, ain't as good as what they used to do. So the running, pounding the pavement isn't what it used to be. But walking, getting out in the countryside, breathing in the air, taking in the sights, and just that solitude of being alone, you get your creative juices flow. So that's why I'm as creative as I can, because I know how to find little pockets of me time out in the countryside.
All right. Keeping it moving. We're talking right now. We're doing a segment called Short and Spicy, so you can actually figure what's going on with the artist. All right. Over the years, how has your music evolved while you remain constant?
Right. So what it is that as I've got older, I've learned to write from the heart and not the head. And not being ashamed to write from the heart, to put the message out there. Some of it used to be surface, so you used to plum, deliver that great. But now you're at the age that you are, you've got to do that and deliver it from the heart.
All right. Nice and spicy, see? To the point. So we're doing some quick answer thing as you get more familiar with the artist. All right. So importance of authenticity in your music and image.
Paramount.
It's paramount.
So what it is, that image is important. As I said, I wrote a song called Guardians. I'm one of the guardians of the reggae music at the moment. There will be other guardians that will come after us as well. The foundation's already been built, and we're working off those foundations. We're not adding to it. We're just adding to the building. So what it is about being authentic, writing truthful messages out to the world.
All right, keeping it moving. All right, how do you select the themes or stories you want to tell in your songs?
I make sure that you break it up into percentages. So therefore, when you're delivering something, it's not 100% of one thing. So you can go quarter love, quarter reality, quarter dance, and quarter of something else. So break it up into segments.
There you have it. All right, I'm going to have two more questions for you before we go to the music. All right, what legacy do you hope to leave in the reggae music industry?
One of somebody that worshipped and also respected what came before me. And I'm talking about way back in the 50s, 60s, and then latching onto what my father done within the suspan and adding to it and leaving it in a good state for the next generation to come on. So the consortium that we've got with all the artists that you mentioned, to make sure that we set an example so people coming up behind us can see, well, they work together as a group and look what they done.
All right. One more for you before I change the pace, all right? How do you want your fans to feel, or what do you want them to take away after listening to your music?
I want them to take away as much merchandise and CDs as they can.
After all the artists have to eat, right?
Right. I want them to make sure that they got value for money and they want to come and see me again and to continue to support me. So I would deliver. Once they're in that room, don't worry, the Duke Sparky Melody, I've got you.
So I'm gonna say this. So Duke Sparky Melody, do you have merchandise available now that people can go purchase?
Yeah, we're setting up the shops at the moment. We're just changing over the payment systems over there. So we're in talks at the moment. So we've got T-shirts, hats, limited edition.
Make sure when you set up the things down, so you send over to Sherry Essina, so I can wear them and do my thing.
I've got a goodie bag set aside for you already with hats, T-shirts, and limited edition. Don't worry, you're sorted. You're as good as done.
All right. And before I go to the music, I want you to tell me what I always like to ask the artist this. Tell me one thing about you that you have not put out to John public. One thing about you that your audience and people around you don't know.
I plead the fifth on that.
Huh?
Oh, you the fifth on that.
All right. Christine Rendell, Natalie's Sky voice. You hear that? He's playing the fifth. What he want to say, he can't say. So we're gonna play the fifth. We're playing the fifth on that. You see, people, I told you, it's not an interview, it's a chit chat. So right now, going forward, hopefully I have these songs. So now we are at the end of the show, but I did ask for extra 10 minutes. So these 10 minutes, well, actually 8, because I'm going to give him the last 2 to say his goodbye. I'm going to play whichever songs that you would like me to play for you, if I have them. Can you let me know your first choice?
Okay, Battle Weary.
Battle Weary, all right? And this is from the Duke Sparky Melody.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, people. What's the story behind it?
That's a song about I lost somebody that was very close to me. And when that happened, it was the sort of realization that other people go through many battles within life, even from childhood, and it's just having that tenacity just to hang on a little bit more.
And just so you know, before I'm sorry about that. Just so you know, before I even play this song, I just had to stop to tell you, say, Natalie Sky voice and Christine Rendell is dying because you plead the fifth. You plead the fifth.
Yeah, I knew they would do it. I can't give away everything.
So we save with the rest for part 2 because I like to always follow with my artists to know, or with my interviewer, people who have interviewed, we're gonna a few months later come back and see where you're at, what you're doing, and so on. And if you have new things, link me up. I'll be happy to have you here.
Course.
But listen, it's called Battle Weary.
Thank you.
This one's for you. Battle weary from a child. Can't see things clearly all the while. The pressure of life pull you under. Seek comfort, no time for blunders. Streets are calling all the time. I said stay with me, clear your mind.
It's called Battle Weary. Just play this so you can get the title and a feel of what the song is all about. Next song for you, Sparky Melody. I have 2 songs right here. Prison Bed, Chase Your Blues. Choose one.
Let's go Prison Bed.
All right. What's that song about?
That's about stay out of trouble, basically.
But you've never been to prison, are you?
No, no.
All
Listen,
right.
my mom say if you go, there, you stay there. You know.
Mommy, me tell you, sir, I never met your mother, but I love her.
Been nowhere near it, and I've got no intentions of going nowhere near it.
If you go to jail, you stay there.
Don't do anything
Yeah,
yet.
my mom said stay there. Don't call me. You don't live here. Nothing.
Stay where you are.
You don't know me.
You think a prison bed. It never mama pick me. You think a prison bed. It never mama pick me. Nine mom she carry you. Filled with pain. Now years later the pain is greater, but filled with shame. You think a prison bed. It make me mama pick me.
Hey, make some mama pick me down.
You think a prison bed. It make me mama pick me. Me never fight for no postcode yet. After me no stupid, you no damn idiot. Me never bite a bar of soap yet. No man no spin me round and call me Paulette. I remember when we used to travel north, east, south, west. We don't have to worry about no knife, no vest. We know for defend myself if a boy try fi test. But we not look no trouble. You think a prison bed.
All right, that one is called Prison Bed. And Sparky Melody say, Mommy say, if you go to prison, you're going to stay there because that means she has no plans to come. I say, Mommy, not easy, you know. Mommy sound like one of them real Jamaican mothers who don't take no foolishness.
Yo,
All right, Sparky.
More to the point. If that was listen, she don't want to know.
Don't even call her. If you get
Don't
locked
call her.
up, you're on your own. All right.
Simple.
Addicted to poison or chase your blues. Choose one.
Let's go. Addicted to poison, please.
Song. Reason behind the song.
Addicted to poison
When I
is
saw it first, I was wondering about the topic.
the title.
And I don't want to get into your business if you're something going on there, but you know.
Right. So a poison could be anything. It's not drugs or anything. It could be a person.
Oh,
just
saying.
Yeah, no. Right, so that was the thing. And we wrote that knowing that if we put that title out there, somebody will have to find their own story about being addicted to something. Yeah. But what it is that you could be addicted to a person that like you love or something, and it's not good for you, basically.
Toxic.
There you go.
Right. So you're addicted to whatever you are addicted to. So let me put my disclaimer. So this song I'm going to play right now doesn't necessarily mean that it is for the artist Sparkle Melody. This song is for anybody out there who is addicted to something, right?
Yes, indeed. That's what that song's about. 100%. Well put. Very good.
All right.
Maybe I'm hooked, strung out like a crook, addicted to poison. Just give me some time, I'll clear my mind. I know this for certain. Preparing the noose, they'll hang me at noon, they'll kill me for certain. But I'll escape and revive my fate. Keep your final curtain. I just sanctifies my soul. Your touch leaves me so cold. Why do I seek comfort from the very thing that's hurting me? Baby, I'm hooked, strung out like a crook, addicted to poison.
All right. So if you are addicted to poison, that one right there is dedicated to you. And before I play my very last song, Tapestry, because since you're pushing the song Tapestry, I'm assuming that since you named this song Tapestry, it's one of your favorite songs on the album, right?
it's more that it's the message within Tapestry itself. We're guardians of reggae music, and we're not here to clown music out or do anything negative towards the music. We're here to add to the foundations to make sure that we finish with a building that we're proud of. Likewise, rock music, soul music, R&B have their foundation and their building going up. We want ours to look as nice and as glamorous as their one.
All right, so I'm going to play a piece of Tapestry, and then we're going to come back and say our goodbyes, okay?
Okay.
Tapestry.
This is a new album by Sparky Melody. I'll tell you what, I'll keep listening to this over and over again. I'll tell you what, I don't know what he's talking about, but I hope it's not me. Listen up.
Enough of them I take with thing be joke. Enough of them should never pass reggae out of them mouth. Should never pass reggae out of them mouth. Me born in a this long time. I said me born in a this long time. Check it out. Reggae music deep in a me bloodline. Enough of them I take with thing be joke. Enough of them should never pass reggae out of them mouth. Say we in this thing from a little and a grow. Enough of them are sing thing where they don't know. Yes, we write it, them bite it, but we could never chart it. Send Tapestry, come make we clot it. Boom! Enough of them are take with thing for joke.
Enough of them I take with thing for joke, and that's what we're saying here on JAIRiE Radio. That's what Sparky Melody is saying. Enough of them I take with things for joke. We not take our things for joke. Want to say thank you again. Want to say thank you so much, Sparky Melody, for spending some time with us today. Want to say thank you for taking time out to be here with us. Can't say thanks enough. And like I always tell everyone on my show, we need to have a part 2, and we will have a part 2. Want to say thank you so much to everyone who logged on today on Facebook Live. Can't go through every name. But Natalie Sky Voice said, broke out Sherry S. Because why?
Hey.
I hear this song, I'm going to get up and start dance. Because no for them I take with things for joke. I'm make we know right now today's set. Do you understand me? Do you understand my dialect?
I do.
You understand the patois?
Of course.
All right, because not for them I
It's
take...
just
Not for them.
I'm coming across very refined today.
Sure.
But when we're ready for deal with
no
it,
for them. Here, you know. Not for them. I take with things for joke. Over here at JAIRiE Radio. Not for them. I take with things for joke. But don't forget, the JAIRiE Radio is a Black-owned business, and we are looking for your sponsorship. So if you're in the reach of my voice and you want to sponsor JAIRiE Radio, link up, all right? Sherry S Radio Show, you want to sponsor it, link up. And then right now, we want to give our artist, Sparky Melody, an opportunity to say thank you and big up anybody he wants to big up as we say our goodbye. What an amazing interview we had today. Thank you, Christine Rendell, Natalie Sky Voice. Thank you guys so much. All right, Chucky Banton, much love. All right. The floor is yours right now, Mr. Melody. Or should I say,
Thank you very much.
The Duke.
Thank you very much. First, I want to big you up, Sherry. Thank you very, very much for that in-depth, insightful conversation on Chit Chat. Big up JAIRiE, or AJ, what am I saying?
JAIRiE Radio.
I've got it. JAIRiE Radio. Big them up as well. Thank you very much for the airtime. Big up all the people at Lucky 13 Records, including Sue, Divas, Lico Minty, Alex, Sophia. Big up. Oh, there's so many, and I keep forgetting them. So it's a case I want to big up everybody within the Duke circle. I love you very dearly. I want to say hello to my mum and dad, Joyce and Derwent. Big up my brothers and sisters. Big up everybody connected to the Duke and everybody around the world. Big up all the artists. Let's all continue to make good music, put this together. Let's meet together. Let's work together and get some harmony within this thing so we can push this thing forward and take out the toxicity and the contamination inside there. So it's nothing but purity and with bonfire all the way through to the end.
We are buns on fire. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sparky. Thank you, Facebook Live. Thank you to everyone who logged on today. King Malankia, thank you so much. As I say my goodbye. Thanks again. This song right here is called Catching Feelings.
Like two ships riding waves through any type of weather, we will bond together and take this to the side. Dependable, you're respectable.
It's called Catching Feelings. And as I go, this one is called The Guardians.
Pick it up now. Our forebearers left some gems for we, and we're steeped in reggae anthology.
People, you know, I'd love to stay longer because this brother have me away. His songs are beautiful. As I go, this is it. Song is called Look at Me from the Tapestry Alabama.
Whoa, look at me whilst we lay down. Get full of passion. No time for rations. Let morning wake us up. Look at me whilst we lay down. Bed full of passion. No time for rations.
As we say goodbye to Sparky.
Wake us up. Draw your window curtain. Let your garments drop aground. With our bodies intertwined tonight, in sweat we're gonna drown. Look at me whilst we lay down.
As we say our goodbye right now to everyone on JAIRiE Radio.